Functions will help you to perform the calculation things. Perform the any calculation things. If you pass like a 100 plus 200, I need to get the like a output as the 500. The sum of the two numbers. I want to find out like functions will help you to perform the calculation things. So it takes some input from you, it return the value. So if some like some secret, if you know that secret need to be maintained secret, but you are not maintaining the secret as a secret. If at least you can try to share someone like my friend got said like this, you will say some information at least one of the member. In that case, if you are mentioned, the function will take the input from you. If it takes some input from us, the function must return a value that need to be tell to someone. Then only the function will have some relaxation. How that if you say some secret to anyone, you will get some relaxation. In the similar way, the function have the it takes some input, it must return a value. If it has, if haven't written any value, the function will have the problem. So you are not returning any value. The function is going to return without a value, so I cannot able to use you. Understand? Example, I sync with my knowledge. If you can able to catch and if you can able to put something in that will help you surely. See, like a messenger, if you pass the message that need to be delivered, the delivery report need to be expect from you. If you haven't that received the delivery report, in the sense, you will say like the function is the messenger is not working, maybe. Got it? So now see like a syntax of the function. So create or replace is the create or replace. Or replace is the optional. So for that reason, I have mentioned in the brackets, open braces. Okay. So this is optional. If you are creating the first time, no need to put this or replace. Okay. Okay. Function name. So function name is also based on your name, like based on naming convention, you can put that. Okay. Parameters. So input, output, in out, output. So it will take the input from you, that is input parameter. Output in the sense it will. So whatever the calculations you are doing in the procedure or function, whatever it may be, you need to display to users, right? For you are going to display output to the users. That is called output mode, output parameter. So here we declare like a we will declare in the output parameters as well. In out, it will take the input from same variable. It will print this output from the same variable using the same variable. Okay. So
in pipe out means it will take the input from
one variable. No. So here I'm going to take the syntax here. This is the syntax of the procedure. See. Okay, create or replace. Replace underscore sample. Okay, parameters we can define like this. P underscore num1. So that is in number. P underscore that is a number. Not mentioning anything like input or output. Now P underscore output. That is also number. Okay. Now I am mentioning like I'm not mentioning like this is the output parameter. Now I am how what will happen we'll see. Now I am saying like I am going to return the value like a number only. So I'm performing some calculation. I'm expecting the number output only. Okay. Now is or as anything is fine. You can either is or as anything you can able to use in the procedure or fun. Okay. I'm using now is. I'm performing the things like this. Simply p underscore output. Here equals to is not work, right? So assignment operator need to be used. P underscore num is p underscore num2. So I'm creating the procedure here. What it is showing? P underscore output cannot be used as an assignment target. So you cannot able to assign any value. So this is the actual parameter. The actual parameters need to be passed from the user itself. While running the procedure or function, you need to pass the parameters. That parameters cannot be modified in the downside or the body of the program. You cannot able to manipulate any of the parameter this. Any of the parameter. You cannot able to manipulate. You can use that. What the user is going to provide some inputs to the system, that parameter values can use in the inside. So where DEPT number equal to P underscore DEPT number. We passed it in the earlier classes, the procedure concept. Yes. In that way you can use, but you are trying to manipulate the user inputs here. You cannot able to manipulate. Understand? Now, for that reason, for returning the number value, I need to like take some output parameter variable here. So for that reason, the variable need to be understand, right? V underscore output. That is like a number. I declared it. Now I am like a V underscore output. So V underscore output when expected one of the following. So what happened? So while performing the any calculations, we need to use the calculation in a so Oracle does not have capacity 2 plus 3. If I run this unknown command, it is showing like an unknown command. How can you perform this calculation in the Oracle? Simply while select 2 plus 3 from here. So you need to perform the calculations like this. You are getting the 5 here. Okay. Here you need to perform the calculations like this. Select P underscore number plus a P underscore number 2 here. So you are performing some calculation, but you need to store that into V underscore out. Now you are creating the procedure. But it is where I need to declare the variables. So show error. Show error is the keyword that will help you to display the error message for you. So v underscore output expected one of the following like okay, maintain here, right? Semicolon. I will see some sample procedure function. Create or replace function name, return a varchar2. So what I mentioned here, function name, parameters, and I'm declaring the thing in the downside only earlier. What happened? Return is ended with any semicolon? No. Okay, as I missed, right? So a return statement need to be maintained in is or as keyword here. We missed it, right? I already explained the things like after as, before begin, need to declare the variables. In the procedure or function, the declarative section will start from after is or as. So try to use as. Earlier we use as only, right? So I'm using the as keyword only. After as keyword only, we need to declare the variables. See here, the function is compiled. See, a small things also sometimes you will not understand, like you will get some difficulty to understand the things, because if you practice more, you will get the ideas very fast. Okay, now we created the procedure with the return statement. Okay, but I'm not returning anything in this place. So you are saying like I am going to return the value number, but I am not returning any value here. So what will happen? So I'm passing like a select underscore sample of 3, and what I can say like some here out parameter is not required for us. Out parameter is not required for us because the function have the capacity without output parameter, he can able to return the value. The procedure does not have capacity to like print any output without output parameter. The procedure have the capacity print a value using output parameter. The function have the capacity without using any output parameter. Output parameter, the function can return using return class.
Okay.
Using return class. So now I am trying to create the procedure again. I'm running it again. Passing the procedure like I'm running this. Now I'm passing like 2 parameters here. The function is saying like a function returned without a value. Function returned without a value because you are not returning any value here. And must return a value. I said like if you need to, if you like someone say the some secret that need to be shared with anyone else, you will your mind will be like I'm not saying like exactly words. So I already explained the things about the secret that need to be shared someone, then you will get some relaxation, something like. So in the similar way, the function must return a value. So if you haven't written any value, the function will feel like I'm not returning any, you are not returning any value. I cannot able to run this. The function returned without a value. So I cannot able to proceed further. Please try to return any value. So I'm using like a return. return v underscore output. Now the procedure is compiled. Now you will see the output. Fine. We flash like a 30 plus 2, 32. Got it?
The function underscore sample, that function is act as a addition.
Yes. Now I'm like there is a addition logic for you already, but I maintain some user defined function here. User defined function here.
Okay.
Okay. So not only this, you can perform any calculation. Suppose if you pass like some x date, y date, I need to find out like how many business days we have in but like particular days. So to calculate the days, number of days, some 6 days like 1st January to 30th January, 31st January, you have like 31 days. Got it? So in that, how many business days we have?
In SQL, the functions also built by this logic.
Same, similar.
Upper function and a lower.
All are user defined functions only. That is like a sys users objects. Okay. So meanwhile, so I am giving some example. I am giving some practical things for you people. So now I want to calculate this date. So 21st August. So else 2 underscore date of, okay, 2 underscore data of 01 012021. So we have some date value TD. So now we have some date value here. Yes. Date. We need like a difference between these two dates. So how can we do? How can we do? Simply we'll not do like this. So is already in the table. So now I'm treating this like as a table here. Select table name. This act like as a table. So instead of table name, I'm passing select query here. So this is called like an inline view, inline query, inline view. Okay, now I have the table like this. In this table, I need the how many days we have in between these two dates.
2 date minus
2 underscore date minus, we'll get this some error here. I will show you 2 underscore date minus from underscore date. You have like a 0 days. Okay, correct. 31st. See, 30 days you have the difference. Okay, now I need to find out like a I need to find out like a you have like a next day or a day. You can find out like a day. How can you find out the day here? Simply select underscore of this date. If you pass it as a parameter, and you can get the what is the day of this. So from 2A, correct? This is Friday.
And we can use extract function.
You can use anything. So in my mind, I have this thought. I'm using this way. Okay, if someone is said like, come and pick up me from the MGPS, I can go in the Koti. You will go in the Secunderabad. Your wish. I don't need any explanation about that. I need exact output. What I'm expecting, if I give the result, I'm happy with that. In that case, I can see some things here. If I want, I'm traveling from my place to SR Nagar to the Hyderabad. I can verify how much distance you are traveling. If I go this way, I can get 8 kilometers. If you go Secunderabad, via Secunderabad, you will get 900. In that case, I can see the optimization of your query, like how much are utilizing you the resources. So you are getting the data as a faster compared to me. I'm then okay. Yes, my code need to be placed. Understand? So you try in the different ways. If you get a succeed in that way, you will move into that way only. If you try in the ways you have and try in with this way one day, in another day try in that way, Secunderabad. So if you like, there is no traffic in this Secunderabad route, you will go and reach the destination as a faster. That will help you like understand. Try to maintain this large. So past some 2 days, I need like how many business days we have. Business days in the sense Monday to Friday. That we can call it as a business days. Saturday, Sunday, week off, weekend. You cannot count this.
Only weekdays.
I need this function by tomorrow. Okay. How can you write? So you can able to write. So I already explained the things like connect by level. I explained, right? Hierarchical query. If I want to, so if I want to print a 1 to 10, how will you select level from to here? So it is expecting some connect by class here. So connect less than 10. So we will get the 1 to. So if you need like a less than or equal to, so putting the values here. So if I simply pass like a see here, you are getting the number of days here. Understand? Now you cannot treat like a this. You need like a how many days we have the difference. So total how many days we have. Try to use this. Try to use this. Instead of this, try to use 2 days. Almost I am returning the logic here, but I am actual logic I am not returning here. How to calculate the, how to find out the business days I'm not returning here. Okay. Now, what it is saying?
2nd January.
2nd January. Not correct, right? What happened? Okay, then you can make it like this. Try to take this count, this output, and use this in this place. Understand? If you use 30 here, you will get the 30 days.
Okay, in this month, how many business days?
Okay, here you are missing some value here. Here you are missing some value here. 1st January you are not getting here.
Yes.
In this case, try to use -1. So you are getting like up to 30th only. And try to add one day here. Now you will get the 31st. Got it? Now you on top of this query, you need to write the logic. Almost I have provided the things here. Okay. Let's get stop here. If you require anything, we will see by tomorrow. About the functions. So this is the requirement, like this is a sample function you have. Try to use like provide the syntax or take this syntax. Try to implement this logics. Yeah, I need like if I pass like from day to date, I need to find out like how many business days I have, how many non-business days I have in that particular period.